show respect, step back, no need for space invasion. Stop saying your room number at the day's end, let the girl dance. That's really all she came for. $1 million dress probably came from the thrift store. Even though she seems to be exactly what you wish for, she's never coming in on your transistor. Don't matter if you're rich or piss poor, she's out of your league and in a different sport. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. No creeping allowed though, you just get a glance. Don't try to swing game, yo, just let the girl dance. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. You can watch a soul flow from a distance, but give her some bass on, let the girl dance.
Hey everybody, I'm Randy Silvas.
And I'm Tony Mollick.
Welcome back to our 4th annual WPSRA Halloween Shootout. Last time we were together, we covered the winner's bracket of Heat 1, and tonight we're going to do the same for Heat 2.
We're up to 66 contestants now, and we're going to show you how we carved through this huge amount of cars.
And these slot car savages are competing for the coveted Crystal Skull Trophy.
So let's get this party started. Heat 2, Round 1. The 70 Stingray called SOB versus the 36 Wheelies called Raw.
Ready.
The Wheelies makes an exit stage right and drops immediately off the edge of the cliff, giving SOB the first win of the night.
Race number 2. The Wheelies pickup called Calvary versus My Red Spirit of 57.
Looks like you need to work on your 60-foot.
Yeah, I need to put a smaller pinion on it. I'll be tweaking it in the loser's bracket, that's for sure.
Race number 3, Tim Clark and Swap Meet versus Scoutrageous from Team Motown.
And Tim spins a gear on the starting line.
Race number 4, Hose Clamp versus Blue Bayou.
Hose Clamp was off the line first, and Big Daddy spent the rest of the quarter mile trying to reel him back in.
That gives Hose Clamp the win.
Next up, Tony in his 51 Chevy called Slick Trick versus me in my Carrera Hot Rod. Yep.
I got Slick Trick running like days of yore.
Yeah, man, I haven't seen that car run that good since season 1.
Race number 6, 2 cars from the 412, the Warbird versus the Unknown.
Looked like the Warbird had traction problems at the start, and the Unknown got out in front of him first, but the Warbird comes around on the big end for the win. Race number 7, Tony in his Super Beetle called Termite versus Annette in her Porsche called 911.
Yeah, ready.
911 was out of the hole before the bug even got traction.
I need some weight in the rear end of that bug to keep the tires glued to the track.
Race number 8, all the way from the Sunshine State of Florida, Ed Gardner in his 65 El Camino called the Tazinator versus Keith Bean in the world's most awesome spy car, the black on black Challenger called Archer.
Camera 3.
Yep. Now that's a drag race.
Looks like the Tazinator was ahead by a bumper at the halfway point.
Taz spent the rest of that quarter mile stretching that Challenger out.
Tazinator by 2 cars.
Race number 9, Jangling versus the Red Reaper. Jangling got a beautiful black paint job after this race.
Yeah, I'm sure it got that A-pillar fixed too. Red Reaper got out to an early lead.
And here comes Jangling.
And there goes Red Reaper.
And out of the slot and riding the cliff's edge all the way to the finish.
Race number 10, GetX versus Banshee. Rolling.
And Banshee spins a gear, giving GetX the win.
Race number 11, a couple of Chop 32s, Milner versus Nightmare.
Nightmare 60-footed hard as always, and Milner was right on his tail trying to reel him back in.
If Milner would have cut a better light, that would have been a whole different race.
Race number 12, McMullet versus the Killer Nova.
McMullet got the jump, but the Killer Nova started coming around about the 100-foot mark, and he just kept walking away.
Race number 13, we got 2 cars from the Trumpy Racing Team. Smurf versus Bob.
Oh man, the Smurf was all over the lane.
Look here in slow motion. His driver's side rear wheel was completely off the track. But somehow, he pulled it together and bulldogged that Chevelle to the finish line for the win.
Race number 14, Xavier Clark and Jackalope versus Jake Rendos in Grave Mistake.
Rolling.
Camera 2. Camera 3.
And I think if Jake would have had full traction, he'd have won that race.
Race 15 is the Heretic versus the Black Widow. Now there's 2 cars that sound like they should be competing in a Halloween race.
And Black Widow makes his slot rod debut spun out on the side of the road, giving Heretic the easy win.
And here are your winners from Heat 2, Round 1.
Next time on Slot Rods, we're going to race the losers bracket all the way down to 3 lucky cars. Then they will go back with the winners bracket of Heat 1 and Heat 2 for the final shootout.
So until next time, folks, I'm Tony Mollick,
And I'm Randy Silvas.
and you've been watching
Slot Rods.
The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. No sleeping allowed, yo, you just get a glance. Don't try to string game, yo, just let the girl dance. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. You can watch a soul blow from a distance, but give us some space, son, let the girl dance.
Now that's a drag race.